My name is Brent Siler. On the ballot, you'll see me listed as Alan Brent Siler because I have to use my full name. And I'm running for City Council in 2018.
Great. What's your favorite thing about Livermore?
It reminds me of home. I grew up in Western Tennessee, has the same population pretty much as Livermore, as well as the people. Remind me a lot of the people back home. It's a very engaged community. People want to help people, and I really enjoy, that aspect of Livermore. It keeps me connected and grounded.
What city in Tennessee?
Jackson, Tennessee. It's in Western Tennessee, about halfway between Memphis and Nashville.
I've heard it's a nice city. I haven't been there. I've been to Nashville a few times, but okay. Why are you running for city council?
Why am I running for city council? That's a good question. People have asked me that. Really, for me personally, what it comes down to, I think we have a lot of good candidates running this year, probably more so than in the past. And everybody's got their own vision and direction that they would like to see the city move in. Currently, with some of the things that are pending in the city council or have passed recently, it's not really for the population of our community. It seems like we're working against the citizens. And for me, I want to be more resident orientated than looking for a political career. I'm not a politician. I never will be. And for me, it's about representing the people. I want to be for them, with them, why I sit up there. And my decisions will be based off of what the community is wanting, not what my personal preference is.
What are some ideas that you have for the city of Livermore that we haven't already covered?
Wow, that's a good one. Well, for me, my campaign is really built around a few items, and I'll just mention a couple. One is, and someone even mentioned this on a social media site, there's no such thing as smart growth. I kind of disagree with that person. I think as a town, we've always been kind of this cowboy town. And we're getting encroached upon from the big cities. Everybody's wanting now to have housing out here and live out here. So for me, it's about growing smartly within our community, because we need to be able to keep up with the infrastructure. We have a lot of problems, from sidewalks. Water is another big one. There's a concern about injecting wastewater purified back into our aquifers. So, that is something that we've got to look at. Is the science there really to prove it's good for us to do that, or is it not good for us to do that? I'm still looking into how I would be positioned on that topic or not. So it's about growing smartly, keeping up with our infrastructure. So instead of doing the rapid growth that we're doing today, trying to infill every area of the town with high-density housing, I think we need to look at it from a more holistic point of view. To go along with that would be kind of our urban growth boundary, because unfortunately under Measure D, and what a lot of people forget about Measure D, is as a city council candidate, which if I get elected and put up there, if we infill our community to such a point that we can't build any more houses, then under Measure D, and without voter approval, we would have to breach the urban growth boundary by state law. They would require us to. So if we take and slow things down a little bit, I think it'll help the city financially to be able to keep up with some of the infrastructure costs, but it'll also help us grow our community in a way to where we don't have to breach in the near future the urban growth boundary. We've already got slightly over 30,000 lots or parcels in our community. Some of those parcels are with apartments. Those apartments kind of double up on stuff. We have the capacity of 40,000 parcels with our current infrastructure for sewer and water. So if we get too close to that, then we've got to start expanding, and there's going to be a significant cost to expand that capability. And we need to plan better to be able to account for that as we go forward without hitting the residents with a huge tax increase, either on property taxes or special assessments.
And our last question, which we'd like you to address directly to the people, is there anything you would like to say to the citizens of Livermore before we go?
You know, for me, I'm just a resident. As I said earlier, I'm not a politician. I don't ever plan on being a politician. But what I do want to do is get up and represent the community. I want to be with the people, for the people of Livermore. I want to stay engaged with the community if elected and successfully win, so that we can stay engaged and I guess really keep a dialogue going for the next 4 years that I'm up there. I'd like to be able to continually be able to come back and get input from the community so that it is the community making the decision, not Brent making the decision. It's not my opinion, it's the community's decisions. I'm looking for smart growth. We're looking to protect the urban growth boundaries, address the homeless issues that we have in town, because that's a problem that we have. And if that is something that you go and figure out this is what I'm about and this is what you want as a person to represent you, I ask for your vote. If it's not, we have really good qualified candidates running. Each brings something different. And if one of those people make it a better choice, then vote for that person. But I hope I'm your candidate and what I represent is what you want as a community.